Hello. Okay, welcome back everyone. And after the lobby restart, it looks like we are going to be getting back underway. It's going to be a 25% sprint race, and we're using the grid when the safety car first came out. So I think Ikos Yuki was in the lead with Mango right behind him, and Ace Senna behind him, and Electric Envy, and then Elian. Apparently, Elian was actually lagging with the whole safety car restart thing. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I can't talk. Apparently, he was lagging, and that's why he crashed into everyone. And he is going to be coming back into the session. Hopefully, he does not lag as bad this time. And can have a nice clean race. But everyone has now got the free choice of tires, if I'm not mistaken, for this little sprint race um, to actually end off this Grand Prix and award everyone the right points. So there you go. That's the tires everyone has gone with, and it looks quite similar to what they were on actually on the when the safety car first came out. So maybe that's the tires that they've had to use, but I'm not sure what everyone was on. So Igos Yuki, Mango, Asana, Electric Envy, Vicensky, Notzer Vapor, Danny Stiller are all on mediums, but then Elian, Santo, Worried Cloud, Awesome Gumball, and Dairy are on the soft compound tires. So yeah, those are the strategies. So I think Elian is going to be strong at the start of this race and possibly make up a few positions, but then I definitely think it's going to be a bit harder to make up positions at the later stage of the Grand Prix when he's actually on the medium tires and everyone else around him is on the soft compound tires. So we'll have to see how that works out for him. But the drivers are now just finishing up their formation lap before we can get back on the racing way. And yeah, I guess I have to take back everything I said about Elian because apparently the lag was really bad on on his screen. But yeah, from what I saw, obviously I got a bit confused on what was going on, and he just overtook everyone and then crashed a few people out. So it must have been terrible lag. Hopefully the lag isn't as bad um, on this lobby restart. As you can see, there actually isn't red bars beside his name, so hopefully he's fixed that issue, he's sorted it out, and he's going to be able to race side by side with people without actually crashing them out because of the lag. So Not So Vapor is back up into P6. Vicensky is back up into P5 after the spins they had under the safety car involving Elian. And yeah, I think it's definitely going to be an exciting sprint to the end. Everyone has fresh tires, and it's going to be flat out racing for the rest of this 25% race. But Derry is now lining up on the grid, and we're getting ready to get under racing way here. So Ikos Yuki lining up on pole position, 5 red lights. They're gone, and we're away. What kind of start is it for Ikos Yuki up against the rest of the drivers? It does not look like the best of starts up against Mango. He tries to cover him off, and Mango is somewhat alongside coming into this turn 1 chicane. It looks like Electric Envy tries to go around the outside, but Mango has a late dive around the outside of Ikos Yuki, which does not work out for him. Vicensky has done what Electric Envy and Mango had to do on lap 1 of the 50% race. A Senna is now up into P3 in this race, Electric Envy in P4, Elian in P5, and Santo has made himself all the way up into P6, but as you can see they're getting a bit of airtime coming into that second chicane, and that has thrown him into the wall there as he clearly just took too much curb and got the center of the car on that sausage curb, which ended up throwing him into the wall there, and he's gone from P6 to P16. That is a shame to see. The 2 Red Bulls currently on the podium, and the virtual safety car is now being deployed, so it's going to be interesting to see because a couple of drivers actually had penalties and had DNF'd before the safety car came out, but they're still allowed to race. So yeah, I guess it's just a bit of a kerfuffle with the whole lobby restart and Elian lagging out. So definitely a bit confusing, but I'm not too worried about the results. I'm more worried about the racing and an exciting race. So let's see if anyone comes into pit lane, if anyone's gotten wing damage off of not turn one, lap one. It does not look like anyone does, apart from Santo and not Sir Vapor, who's had a really bad start. He's fallen all the way down to P14 and now has to box for a new front wing and soft compound tires. Electric MV in P4. Elian is the lead soft tire runner, and let's see what he can do on those softs up against his teammate and the two Red Bulls ahead of him. As the safety car should hopefully be coming to an end soon, as Electric MV getting nice and close to the back of a Senna. Worry Cloud is actually up into P6. Awesome Gumball in P7. Alexis Beast in P8, and Danny still in P9. The safety car, the virtual safety car is now over, and we're back under green flag running, and Electric Envy in the slipstream of a Senna now, using plenty of his ERS and trying to keep himself ahead of his teammate on soft compound tires. And coming into the Ascari chicane, doesn't look like anyone is going to be looking for a move into there, as to be expected, as it actually looks like Elian is getting quite close to the back of Electric now. And is he going to be going for a move into Parabolica? It does not look like. He pulls out of the slipstream a few times, but does not commit to the move because there's now a straight here. I don't think the DRS is going to be enabled for this straight, as it looks like Ikos Yuki sets the fastest lap, but then Elian steals it from him, and then Derry with a 26.9, as Elian is actually looking for a move down into turn 1 chicane. Can he make it? No, he can't, as it looks like Electric MV. No, it actually looks like I got mixed up with the Ferraris there. Elian went down the inside into turn 1 chicane, and he's now made himself up into P4, and is going to be chasing down a Senna, and then Mango and Yuki ahead of him. So let's see, he's got a lot of pace compared to these guys on the soft tires, so he's got to make the most of it while he can, and he's in a decent position in P4. He's going to be a lot slower at the end of the Grand Prix, so we'll have to see how that plays out. And he is now going to have the DRS for the run down to the Ascari chicane. He uses quite a bit of the ERS, so he's going to be looking for a move here, and as you can see, he's really making quick work of these guys, and using these soft tires while he has them. So he is now coming into Parabolica now. Well, not yet. He's on the run down into Parabolica, and he's 2 seconds off of Mango, who's in the DRS of Yuki ahead of him. That's a yellow flag off of the Sky chicane. That looks like Derry, who's actually spun off of the exit of Derry, is now down into P13. Mango sets the fast lap of the Grand Prix, which is stolen almost instantly by Elian, who sets a 1:22.0, which is quite a fast lap from Elian on just lap 3 of the race. Mango getting nice and close to the back of Yuki. Elian actually struggling to make progress on the two cars ahead, and to try and pull that gap back down. So let's see if he can do it. The gap is 1.8 seconds, and the next DRS straight is coming up quite soon. It's going to be on the exit of this second Lesmo, and it looks like one of the Red Bulls is all out of shape coming into that second chicane. Off the exit, it looks like he's actually spun himself, and that is a Senna who was going to drop all the way down to P12 in this race, and his tires are overheated, and he tries to get on the power way too early with overheated tires, and that's lost him even more time. He is now down into P12, and that is a shame to see. He would have been battling for a podium in this race, but yeah, it looks like his race is now going to be over, as he struggles there going through the second Lesmo, and actually goes off into the gravel trap. A shame to see from a Senna, still struggling with the tire temps and the traction. But we're going to move back to the front of the grid, as it actually looks like Elian is almost within a second of Mango, who is now going to overtake Igos Yuki into turn 1 chicane, and he makes the move stick before the braking zone. Elian is now getting nice and close to the back of these guys. The gap is now 8/10 between these two, as Worried Cloud actually tries to go down the inside of Electric Envy, and it looks like he's going to make it work. He's now up into P4 in the race on those soft compound tires, and 3 seconds behind Elian the lead soft compound tire runner. So Elian is getting really close. He's going to have to use a little bit of the ERS and be quite aggressive into these two Lesmos if he wants the DRS. And it looks like he is going to get it onto this straight and the run down into the Ascari chicane. But is he going to be looking for a move on Ikosuki is the question. Ikosuki has the DRS, so I don't think he will have the straight line speed to actually make that move. So coming into the Ascari chicane, Ikosuki getting quite close to the back of Mango up ahead, and into his parabolica. It doesn't look like anyone's going to be going for a move once again, but it looks like Ikosuki is going to have the straight line speed over Mango with the power of the DRS coming into turn 1. So we'll have to see if it's an easy move or not, and Elian is still going to be pushing nice and hard to make the most of these soft compound tires. So let's see. Coming into turn 1, Ikosuki tries to go down the inside of Mango. He's going to try and go for the switchback here as Ikosuki went quite deep into that turn. But you can't make the switchback work, especially on a chicane like that. And but coming into his right-hander in the second chicane, it looks like he's going to try to go down the inside. He's using up all of his ERS here to try and get in the lead of the race. But it looks like he actually backs out of that move there, and is going to let Ikosuki take that position. And Elian is just waiting right behind them, and he's waiting for the perfect time to strike on these two guys. So let's see, coming out of the second Lesbo, what kind of exit can he get compared to SSL Mango. It looks like SSL Mango actually gets a decent exit on those medium compound tires, but Elian is getting quite close to the back and is actually pressuring Mango. He's going to try go around the outside into the Ascari chicane, but that move was never going to work, and he's actually been compromised on the exit now, but still manages to get a better exit than Elian on the soft tires. So it actually looks like Luke 2 Red has retired from the session. It looks like he spun on the exit of the second Lesmo there as we ride on board with Not So Vapor to try and get the camera angle of this. And as you can see, right on the right hand side of the track, it looks like he's DNF there. I think he might have hit into the wall as Ikosuki and Mango both come to the pit lane. Elian decides to stay out on soft compound tires, which is definitely an interesting strategy. So he is going to be losing a lot of time to the cars behind him, and possibly the race winners. Awesome Gumball actually decides to stay out, but it looks like he has disconnected from the session. So I don't know if disconnected cars can get points, but he's going to get quite a few points if they do. And the safety car period, the virtual safety car period, is now over, and as you can see, the gap between Ikosuki and Elian is 22 seconds, so they've gained about 4 seconds on Elian up ahead. And no, they're still gaining time because the delta hasn't been fully updated from the virtual safety car restart. So the gap is now 19 seconds. So they've gained about 5 seconds on Elian. And yeah, I think Elian definitely should have come into the pit lane there, but he decided to stay out, which was interesting to see. But Ikosuki is going to be pushing nice and hard to maintain the lead and try to keep Mango out of his DRS, but Mango is in his DRS on the run into the Ascari chicane. So it actually looks like the Red Bull of Ace Senna has actually spun coming into the turn 1 chicane, and it looks like he's had a really, really difficult race here. And it looks like it's actually going to be the end of his race as he just crashes into the wall there and actually loses his wheel. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but he is now out of the session. And yeah, that is going to be his session over. Elian now in the lead. Safety car would probably do him wonders because he wouldn't lose as much time to the cars behind, but it does not look like he's going to get a safety car. Mango getting quite close to the back of Yuki, does not look for a move down the inside into turn 1. He's going to hold off for now, save up the ERS and wait for a later stage in the Grand Prix to make a move. Electric Envy is in P5 and basically a net P4 since Elian still has the box for medium compound tires. Word Cloud in P6, Electus Beast in P7, Not So Vapor on 5-level soft compound tires. So that's just stop at a very early stage of the Grand Prix. It's actually managed to recover up into P8 now, so a pretty decent recovery from Not So Vapor. But it looks like not too many battles going on up and down the field. SL Mango is quite close to the back of Ikos Yuki's within the DRS. And as you can see, Elian has just lost so much time um, from this dodgy strategy. He's lost about 2 seconds in one lap, and he also still has the box. So yeah, I don't think that was a right decision from Elian there. So he's definitely going to lose a lot of time in track position to the cars behind. And it looks like Ikos Yuki and Mango will be battling it out for the win in this Grand Prix. So it looks like Elian decided to stay out another lap. So Elian is really pushing these soft tires, and I have no clue why. So Ikos Yuki now up into P2 as Awesome Gumball's AI has now boxed for medium compound tires. And SL Mango is just holding off for now and saving up a bit of the ERS, but he's deciding to use. He actually turned it on there for a second on Ikos Yuki. He's using quite a bit of his ERS himself. He's down to about 50%, whereas SL Mango is on about 80% as he actually sets a purple first sector and it is right on the back of Ikos Yuki. Will he be looking for a move into this next DRS straight? We'll have to see, because these are the only two drivers on track that are actually within DRS of each other, apart from Husky and Awesome Gumball's AI. So SL Mango has a straight line speed on Ikos Yuki, but as you can see, he actually lifts off of the accelerator there because he does not want to go side by side into his car, and he actually just wants to stay behind Ikos Yuki for now. So once again, just saving up the ERS, and he's probably going to wait until lap 12 or 13 even to make an overtake on Ikos Yuki or SL Mango. Elian has stayed out another lap. It doesn't look like he's disconnected, so it's definitely him making the decisions. And I'm not sure if he knows this, but you have to box, even though it's a sprint race. Maybe he doesn't know that. Maybe he thinks this is going to be an easy win for him with this 16-second gap. But soon enough, he is going to get a warning telling him that he has to box for medium or high compound tires. So maybe he's unaware of that, although he probably should be aware of that, noticing that everyone else boxed. And that is the rules of F1, that you have to make at least one pit stop onto another set of tires, a different set of tires even. So yeah, Elian's either going to have to box really late in the Grand Prix, or he's just going to get disqualified from the session. So SL Mango has actually made a move on Ikos Yuki and has moved up into P2 in this race. And it actually looks like Worry Cloud might have made a mistake there, or maybe he just does not have the pace on those medium compound tires. He's lost a lot of time to Electric Envy and has been overtaken by Alexis Beast. So yeah, Elian stays out another lap. So he does not want to box at all. I think he's definitely unaware that you have to box for mediums, even though it's a continuation of the 50% race. And obviously right now he's just thinking, well, it's an easy Sunday stroll. I have no clue why everyone else boxed. But when it comes to lap 12, the game will tell him that he has to box for mediums or hards, and maybe he'll get confused. And hopefully he does actually box, because if he doesn't, the game will disqualify him from the session, and he will get a total of 0 points, which would definitely not be good to see. Danny Stiller now making the move around the outside into turn 1 chicane on Not Sir Vapor, and we caught that at the perfect time there, as it looks like Not Sir Vapor is going to lose position to Danny Stiller, but Danny Stiller actually has a 5-second time penalty, so Not Sir Vapor is technically in a net P7. Is he going to fight back though, is the question. And coming into the second chicane, I think the answer is no. He's just going to stay behind him for now and maybe wait for a later stage in the race. Ikos Yuki, with the power of the DRS, is getting very close to the back of SL Mango coming into the Ascari chicane, but he does not make the move. And is Elian going to be coming into pit lane now? No, he stays out for another lap, so he's going to be getting disqualified unless he boxes on the very last lap of the Grand Prix, which would probably lose him the most time. So yeah, really don't know what's going on with the strategy there. Ikos Yuki with the DRS now. Is he going to be looking for a move down to turn 1? We'll have to see. He's just saving up a bit of the ERS if I had to guess. He's on about 40%, and as you can see, he just lifts coming into turn 1. And yeah, clearly just saving a little bit of the ERS, but decides to use it on the exit. So they're both trying to save ERS, but they're still using the ERS. So yeah, not sure why they're doing that. Ikosuki right on the back of Estel Mango. There's a DRS straight coming up soon, though, coming into the rundown into the Ascari chicane. Will he be looking for a move, or is he going to go for a last lap overtake? We'll have to see, as Elian has to box this lap, otherwise the game will disqualify him from the session. Let's see if he actually does, as Derry has now actually been lapped by Elian, but Elian still hasn't boxed. So coming out of Parabolica, is he going to pull into pit lane, or is he going to disqualify himself from the session? And it looks like he's going to come into the pit lane, so I don't know why, but he's come into the pit lane on the last lap of the Grand Prix, and he's going to have one lap. He's not even going to have the chance to go for a fastest lap, because he's only going to have one lap on the medium tires, which is going to be his out lap. So yeah, don't know what happened with the strategy there, but he's going to lose a lot of time and positions, and he could have battled for a podium in this race, but it looks like he's going to come out surprisingly in P3, right ahead of his teammate. Maybe he thought that the soft tires were, even when they're worn, they were way faster than the mediums, but that has not been the case. But he's somehow going to get P3 in this race. He still finishes on the podium. It's a 3-4 for Ferrari, as long as they don't make any mistakes on this final lap. But the battle for the lead of the Grand Prix is still going on. SL Mango gets a little bit of wheel spin coming out of the first Lesmo, out of the second Lesmo. This is going to be the last DRS straight, so he's dumping absolutely all of his ERS, but so is Ikosuki on the run down into the Ascari chicane. He's not going to be able to make the move here, so where is he going to be able to make it? He gets very close to the back of Yuki, who is definitely favoring the exit over entry. They're both spamming the ERS buttons, as Ikosuki is down to just 2% ERS, but it looks like he's going to maintain the lead coming into Parabolica, and off of Parabolica, Ikosuki is going to come across the line to win the Italian Grand Prix, and that is going to be his second win in a row, and he has a 100% win rate this season, and that is going to extend his lead in the championship by a lot, since Big Baguette couldn't make it to this race, and neither could Breakfast King. So there you go, Ikosuki wins the race. SL Mango finishes P2 on the second step of the podium. Electric Envy somehow manages to overtake Elian on the last lap of the Grand Prix. We actually missed that, because I didn't think Electric Envy on 6-lap old softs would be faster than Elian on fresh mediums, but he somehow managed to finish on the podium and overtake his teammates over the second race in a row. Elian is going to finish P4, and that's definitely going to put him pretty high up in the championship. It could put him P2 in the championship, but we'll have to see. But Ikosuki winning his second race in a row, and that was a pretty decent race from him, as once again really controlling it. And it looked like he had a little more competition there, with SL Mango really bringing the fight to him. There's your podium, with Ikosuki on the top step once again. SL Mango, who put up a great battle and almost won that race, comes home in P2, and Electric Envy finishes off the podium in P3 for Ferrari. So yeah, those could be the two championship contenders, Ikosuki and SL Mango. That would definitely be a great championship battle to watch. But since SL Mango missed the first race, he's going to be down quite a few points on Ikosuki. So there you go. It's a 3-4 for Ferrari, with Elian somehow losing the position on the final lap of the Grand Prix. Alexis Beast for Aston Martin manages to finish P5, with Worried Cloud in P6, who started P12, Not Sir Vapor P17, Husky in P8, Vicensky in P9, and Awesome Gumball in P14. But that is going to be it for the Italian Grand Prix and round 2 of Group 2 of Season 2 of LSR. And I hope to see you all next week, and hopefully we don't have to delay it again with a lobby restart. And yeah, at the same time, 9 p.m. GMT, if you live in England or Ireland. And yeah, I hope to see you all, guys. I hope to see all of you next week. But that's going to be it for me, guys, and see you.